The first thing you need to do is get a paper that is the same size as your foam paper is going to be and draw your picture. You want to draw big and fill up your space. My class is doing sweets, so we are going to draw things like cupcakes or ice cream or candies, something sweet and yummy. So we are going to transfer our picture that we drew, so whatever sweet you drew, or if you're doing a different project with a different drawing, so create your drawing same size as your foam paper, and then tape your foam paper gently on top so it doesn't move, like so. And I like to do one piece on the bottom just to make sure it doesn't move around. And then I'm going to take my pencil. I always use kind of a little bit of a dull pencil because you don't want it to tear through your paper. Applying a little bit of pressure. You don't need to cut through the paper. You're going to trace every single line that you drew. So that it transfers onto your foam paper. So I'm going to speed my video up a little bit. Okay, I think I traced everything, but before I peel the tape off, I'm gonna take a little peek. And I can already tell I missed some lines, but you can see the indentation, how the picture transferred. So I see that I missed some lines over here, so I'm gonna go over and trace them and kind of take a peek. Looks like I got them all. I just forgot to do the sprinkles. I like to color my sprinkles in so they're a completely different color than the ice cream. Looks like I got everything there. So now you're going to carefully peel away your paper. You're done with that paper. And then you can use a ballpoint pen or you can use a dull pencil and retrace all of your lines so that you can see them better and they're deeper. So I'm pressing pretty well, pretty good in here, to make sure my lines are nice and deep and that everything I drew shows up. And I have to flash it in the light a little bit sometimes just to see my lines. So I'm going slow and steady and careful, just like that. Okay, so now I am ready to print. I have my foam paper ready and I have my paint and my roller. So you want to roll the paint out and smear it out first if you're just now starting with fresh paint. This is just tempera paint. All right, so I have a nice even layer on my roller and I'm going to roll it over the top of my foam paper. You do not want to press really hard, just gentle light pressure, and I like to go back and forth at different directions to kind of get rid of the lines there. So that is ready. It has a nice smooth layer. And I have pink, so I need to find my complementary color paper. So the closest I have is this green. I wish it was lime green, but that's all we have. So pink and green complement each other. And I'm going to carefully, you can either put the paper on top or the foam paper on top. I'm gonna carefully try to center my foam paper as best I can. Once it's on there, don't move it. And there's more than one way you can do this. You can take your fingers and you can gently press every single area as best as possible. Or if you have extra rollers, take a clean roller and just gently roll. I'm just applying a little pressure. Rolling over the top of it, like so. And then we will carefully peel them apart. And there we have it. We have our print. So what happens when you press too hard, if you're pushing all your might on that roller when you're rolling the paint on, this is what happens. When you're not pressing too hard, this is what happens. So you can kind of see the difference. You do not need to apply a ton of pressure, just gentle pressure and roll it on. So continue this process, printing as many papers as you need, making sure to match the complementary color paper with the complementary color paint. If you're switching colors, then of course rinse off and dry your foam paper and brush right on there. But if you're sticking with the same colors, you can just reapply your paint.